So what's up? It's Mink and Aaron. We're back here, and we are about to go out and make our shelter. This is round 2 of our survival. We had a day to recuperate from our emergency situation that we encountered when we were out the other night. So now we're gonna make a shelter.
We're leaving our old location and shelter behind, and we've decided that we're gonna try to work our way into a full survival situation. So today, while our bodies are still recovering from the dehydration and sickness that came, we're gonna have food and we're gonna have water, but we're gonna go balls to the walls all day building the best shelter that we can, and then we'll be slowly eliminating things throughout the week so that we're more and more just reliant on the landscape and what that has to provide. The focus on shelter and food, especially trapping and seeing what food we can harvest from the landscape this week.
Yep, it's supposed to be -1 degrees Celsius tomorrow evening, so we gotta make a really good shelter, so we better get out there. Peace!
Alright, so we've chosen our new shelter location. Nice little clearing in a hemlock grove. Has a really good feel to it. I think the hemlock boughs are going to help and should be a good learning opportunity in how to create a debris hut when there's really not much available. More debris! So I feel like today went really well. We had our entire structure finished and a layer of hemlock on the entire shelter by 2 p.m., which was about when we started our shelter, our first survive-a-thon attempt. This is debris shelter day 2. Debris, debris, debris. Ah! You can see where we've added debris today, just adding slowly from the base. So you can sort of see the line that differentiates where we were at last night when we stopped and where we are at today. So we're trying to get that all the way up over the top, and then we'll feel pretty good about the amount of debris. Then we're going to build a little shelf in here to lower the ceiling. Oh, you can't really see anything in here except for Aaron's creepy face.
How amazing this tea set is. You wouldn't know, but this tea set is amazing.
A day in the life of a squirrel. Look at him, he's amazing! Holy cow, he's got endless energy for this. But can he carry all that? How could he carry all that? That's a lot. That's a big load.
So we're trying to get that all the way up over the top, and then we'll feel pretty good about the amount of debris. Then we're going to build a little shelf in here to lower the ceiling. You can't really see anything except for Aaron's creepy face.
How do you feel, Rasta Monkey?
Great!
The last load of debris. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So, just a few minutes ago, a coyote came in here. Came about 30 yards away from the camp, and it was checking us out and stopping every 20 feet or so to take a peek in, and it did a big semicircle all the way around the camp. It was super awesome. Debris shelter's done. We're starting to build a reflecting wall for the fireplace and a small firewood shelter. So I guess we're going to be sleeping in there tonight, see how warm it really is.
Hey, what's up? Last night slept in the shelter. It got pretty cold last night. The news said it went down to 0. Inside our shelter, it was warmer than it was outside, but it wasn't for this warm body to my right. It wouldn't have been as warm as it was. So definitely need more debris, and so now we're just going to fill out some of the sides and create some more dead space that we didn't have inside there. Otherwise, there'd just be dead people in space.
It's a new meaning for dead space. Yeah, it was really cold. As you can see, our door is in need of some improvement. It's got huge holes, draftiness. We stuffed some wool blankets into the door to hold it in. We ended up getting it around 2:30 a.m. and building a fire just to heat back up. Also today, we had our last breakfast that was not harvested from the land, so from now on, all of our food's going to be from the land. We're going to be sleeping in the shelter, and the only modern convenience we still have is our water filter.
And Pepto-Bismol.
And Pepto-Bismol. So I'm super excited about the possibility of going fishing tonight. Conditions look perfect. We've got our primitive fish hooks here, made with hawthorn spikes and lashed together with deer leg sinew and then glued together with pine pitch glue. Got some dogbane cordage. This is sort of like the fishing tackle box. Here's the bait box. Beautiful little birch box there with a caterpillar in it. And of course the knife to clean the fish. All very important. So hoping that we can get out there tonight. If we're going to do it, we still have to finish the door plug, make a sinker, start a fire, and get a couple of other things done before we get out there. So dusk is quickly approaching, so back to work. Alright, so tonight we're going to be cooking up some of these things. Apparently they're supposed to taste like potatoes, but to me they kind of look like alien egg sacs. Water lily tubers.
Hello. It's been a while since we checked in, so we figured it would be a good time to. In the recent adventures that you have not been able to see, we gathered some edibles, and some of the edibles that we've been eating include white pine bark, a lot of that, as chewing gum sort of thing where we just ate it raw. And we've also boiled it last night and we ate it sort of like spaghetti, which was chewable and more crunchy. We also made some sumac tea. We found some sumac out on our wanders. We've eaten a couple handfuls of blueberries each, which were just amazing. A lot of sheep sorrel we've eaten. And that's it as far as greens and food to eat
For the past 2.5 days. So we got really excited last night because we dug up all of these rhizomes of these water lilies that we thought were edible. Come to find out. So we had this big pot full of them. We were going to boil them up. They're supposed to taste like potatoes. And then we check in the field guide, and there's actually a couple different kinds of water lilies, and the one that we dug up was the fragrant water lily, not the tuberous water lily, because apparently the tuberous water lily has a tuber, not a rhizome, and it looks like a potato. Basically, it's about the size of a hen's egg. So whatever we had simmering for about half an hour, who knows if it's edible or not. So it's a good thing we double checked, and that was definitely a disappointment because we're very hungry. We've also tried primitive fishing a couple nights ago. We didn't have a lot of luck. The fish weren't even jumping, and I don't know if it was the weather or what, but we'll probably try that again. And then we've also been working on some Paiute deadfalls to try to trap some of the squirrels around here that we're constantly seeing. when I look at them and I'm really hungry, I just see this like piece of meat and how do I get it? So yeah, it's been tricky. Other upgrades, we improved the debris hut, as you can see, maybe. We made the entrance smaller, and there's a nice little veranda here that you can sit under just outside the hut. So since we did that a few days ago, we've been sleeping a lot warmer. Not necessarily comfortable, but definitely warm. And we've also created a shelter over here for our, kind of to keep our gear dry and to keep our firewood dry. So the camp's looking pretty good.